Afternoon world, and welcome to Wednesday, 28th of February. So a bit of a late start to today's video. Had a few jobs to do at home first thing, and then 10:30 jumped in the van and shot down to Bristol to see me dad. So it's now I've just left the hospital and I've come back via the farm. I thought I'd come and have a look and see how the wheat is doing. I know I looked at it last week, but you know, another week, what's changed? Well, the one bit of good news, well I think it's good news, is the ground is not covered in grey and black birds, because it was. But one of the reasons I come up here to look at the ground is because it's a pretty good viewpoint and I can see most of it from here. So oat ground over there is looking a bit patchy, but that's down to the wet. We know that's an issue. I can see a little puddle down there in Crookhorn where I'm going to have to reseed that with grass, but there's no point in putting any seed down there now because what's just going to drown again. I could see one of the bird scarers flashing out in the top up at Great Lees. Everything else kind of looks okay. I mean, it's quite green, but Reg was pretty generous with the seed. He kind of upped the seed rate because we were going so late. Yeah, so yeah. We got a crop that's probably going to take a bit of feeding if it gets away like I hope it will. But it is green. That is the main thing. Oh, someone didn't arm the alarm. That'd be Reg then, he's had one of his trailers out. Right, so we still have a barn. Well, I'm not going to say it's full of wheat. We've got half a barn full of wheat. Reg bought herself a pusher-upper last year, so it's a lot higher than it was the year before. Just means we can get more in here. So this is basically 65 acres worth of crop from last year. So it's feed wheat, and currently it's not worth as much as we would like. So we're still sitting on it. Apparently there's lots of cheap wheat being flooded into mainland Europe from Ukraine. I'm assuming Ukraine's trying to get rid of it, get some money in quick. They've got a war to pay for, I suppose. And it's dropped the price everywhere else, along with other things going on in the world. Feed wheat, whereas this time last year might have been 200, maybe 210 pound a ton. This year, I don't know where it is today. 160, 160, big difference. Big difference. So we're sitting on it and kind of hoping that value's going to go up a bit. Obviously it can't sit here forever because we've got this year's crop in the ground, and we can't mix these two because that is a milling wheat that we've got in the ground now. I still can't remember the name of the variety, XL something or other. This was a feed wheat, and I think it's Champion. It was either Champion or Champagne. I think we were going to do Champagne, didn't do it in the end because we couldn't get the seeds. This is Champion. This didn't do as well as the Skyfall, which we did a couple of years before. So Skyfall did quite well here. The Champion, if that's what this is, didn't do as well. The bushel weight was okay, but in comparison, not as good. Not as good. Chicken and pig food. That's what that is. Right, I'll arm the alarm and we'll go on to the next bit. Found out where the alarm weren't working. Somebody had switched it off with the blinking fuse box. We've corrected that. It's back on again now. Have the sheep gone? Okay, so it looks like the sheep have vacated the farm. Yeah. Fence gone, sheep gone. Right, that's tidied that up. We might be doing a bit of tree work out here soon. One of the ash trees is kind of, well actually both the ash trees are in a little bit of a sorry state, and we're seriously considering maybe we bite the bullet, take them down now. Actually, it's too wet to get here for a minute. Take them down now. It'll be this year or next year perhaps. We'll take these, not the oak on the left, but the two ash, the middle tree and the right hand fella. There's quite a lot of decay in there. Not so much around the bottom, but sort of midway up and on, especially the middle tree. I want to plant some more in here. So I think the idea is going to be, we're going to take out the two diseased trees. The oak's in good nick. Plant 2 or 3 more oaks back in that circle to replace these. And then we'll probably fence it, I expect. Keep livestock out, or we'll individually protect the trees, one or the other. But yeah. So this fella here in the middle, in particular, they'll look like just black blobs to you, but that is Anonotus hispidus, or shaggy polypore, or velvet fungus, whichever name you have a preference for. So that's the worst of the two. He needs to come out of there really before it starts collapsing and damaging the oak. That's the whole point of taking it out early. I don't want it to go that way and smash into the oak and damage that. And this fella, well, look at it, it's the bottom. I would say there's some decay in there anyway. That's a bit of bottle butt in there. So this chap will come down. We'll probably just leave these down as stumps. And if they shoot again, all well and good, we won't mind that. And then, like I say, we'll plant a couple of oak trees around in here as well. So, yeah, we want to maintain this chap, this fella here. What's going on in there? Okay. Yeah, could be a bit of decay in there. Maybe. So that's a bit of Ganoderma. And so's that. Still, there's no reason why he won't outlast me and quite possibly my grandkids as well. So he's staying. He's staying. You're not. So you see the woodpecker all up there? All that in there, all that area where that fungus is and that woodpecker hole, the whole tree there will be hollow and full of what we call white rot. So yeah, I think we're probably going to end up just, well, we can, if the wind's in the right direction, we'll just fell that top out that way. This fella's going to be nice and easy. We'll just drop him, well, we'll probably delimb him first and then drop him out that way. Maybe after haymaking this year, when the ground's dry and firm enough we can get out here, we'll do that, bring the tree team up. Half of me really doesn't want to do it because it's going to completely change this tump for the rest of my life. This will never recover in my lifetime. And to be honest, it'll be my great-grandkids that will come back and find this. But, you know, you plant it for them, don't you? You plant it for the future. That's what it's all about. Okay, quick look around my bales, and then I better go home, otherwise my dinner will be in the dog. Dog won't mind. I might not be very happy about it though. We might have to take a bit more off you as well. So these chestnuts are in quite rapid decline now. There's a terrific amount of decay in there. A lot of weight on that side. We've already reduced them twice. Well, no, that one once, this one twice. I think we're going to have to bring it down again. This is kind of almost spoilt. It's not a very attractive looking tree, but ecologically and for habitat and everything else, still doing a job. And no one really got to stand here and look at it. So yeah, I don't think we've got to touch him again for a bit. But that one over there, I reckon at least 25–30% off the top of that, mainly because of the decay in the stem. It can't support that weight. It's exposed here on the top of the hill. It's going to collapse. It's going to happen anyway. We're just trying to delay that moment for as long as we can. Okay. That's not terrible. These bales seem to have survived okay so far. No real sign of vermin damage. No bird poo running all down them. I remember that one had a bit. There it is. You've got that bit there. That's not too bad. That's a snail. We're not worried about that. And it looks like the foxes haven't been on here for a while. We're having an issue with foxes, or my brother is. There seems to be an awful lot of foxes around here all of a sudden. And we think, and the reason we think it is because a lot of them aren't frightened of people at all. We think these are city foxes that have been trapped or injured and gone into veterinary care or whatever else, and then they come out and they're releasing them out here. I mean, we're only a few miles from Bristol, so we think they're releasing out here. They're probably thinking they're doing a good thing, but if you're releasing city foxes into the countryside, they don't know how to survive. They don't know how to catch wild quarry, and there's not that much here. There's not a lot of rabbits around here. So unfortunately, it's my brother's poultry that are suffering. And he's not happy about it. So yeah, they're having to have a fairly regular thin of the fox population. And that's because somebody from Bristol thinks they're doing the fox a favour. They're not. Well, the hawthorn is thinking about it now. Won't be long. We'll be all green again. And warm. And not wet. That would be nice, wouldn't it? You wouldn't have just given me a cream egg. See, my staff do love me. Shut up. Right, if you drop that right down, that comes off there. And the tensioner, this is just a tensioner. That comes off there. Yeah, go on, so pull that out. Belt off. Up through. That's it. Straight out. That's it. Yep. Brilliant. Yeah, just everything underneath. Well, let it all wash on here, and then what we'll do is I'll come up with a skid steer later on and just, yeah, I don't want too much going down the drain if we can help it, so. All right, lovely job. I'll go and sort them out next door. And thank you for the cream egg. It's very nice. Yeah. Mm. Right, you guys are still all right. You're still tucking into that bale of haylage that Val didn't want for her sheep. There's actually not a lot wrong with it. So you're all right for a minute. They're all right for a minute. Your bedding's probably going to last today. So it's just the guys next door, really. So my fellas have finished early, so they've got the pressure washer out. We've got a few things that are a bit mucky. Not sure if I'm going to bother giving them this, though, because they'll get that clean, and then tomorrow it'll look like that again. It's kind of pointless. Nice idea, but pointless. Show me what you mean.
Oh, see, that one tightens up.
All right, okay.
And that one it don't.
All right, so you just want new tabs then?
I can get
Where's the screws?
In actual, they don't come out.
I don't know.
No. The screws look.
Yeah. I haven't got my glasses on. That doesn't look too clever.
That could be just a screw then.
Could be. Yeah. So those. If he's,
that one's fine.
Yeah.
This one cross threads and that one cross threads. It's not.
Right. Well, you can replace these. I'll have to see if I can get some. All right. I don't actually know what they're called, but I'll see if I can get some of those. But yeah, it looks like they've just been pulled up too tight and stripped the threads out of it. So, all right. Okay. Well, for the time being, you just have to...
Well, it's been like that for a while. It's not...
Yeah, just keep an eye on it for a minute.
Literally cleaning everything, so...
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Right, I'll go on with what... I'll go on grease some nipples. Oh.
Not the ones that you think.
No, not those, no. Oh, wow, what?
That's new.
What's new?
Grease gun, eh?
Yeah, one of my subs got it for me. From Ireland. Matthew, his name is. Really nice chap. Never met him. But,
Is he good?
yeah, brilliant. That looks a bit less mucky.
Yeah.
It was a bit covered. Yeah. We won't tell anybody about that. We won't admit that we got it stuck a little bit. Right, let's go and do what we're really, really good at. Moving poo. God, maybe bloody jump. Right. Well, while the pressure washer's out, I'll get that bit done. All right, patience. No good pushing it. They're not hungry. It's just that what was left of the old bale wasn't very nice. So now they've got a fresh one, which is much more exciting. That's better. You missed a bit. Oh, wow. That'll do. You want to take that back up and I'll go over this top. Well, I was only going to do just the head, but then I got a little bit carried away and kind of went round around the whole thing. Which tomorrow I'm going to get in it and do some mucking out, then ask myself why I bothered. Because tomorrow it's going to get covered in caca again. Such is. Okay, right. And I'm going to get a wet bum. Oh, God. Yeah, I can feel that. Oh, much moistness. I think I'm going to have to go and change my undercrackers. It wasn't even scary. I am wondering though if it might have been a good idea perhaps, hang on, let's go that way, to maybe put a plastic bag over there before I did it, because I think I got it a bit wet. Hopefully it's still going to work tomorrow. Right, I've wiped it off. I got the worst of it. That'll be fine. Brutus is complaining about something. He's been complaining about something for the last hour. I don't know what his problem is, but he's definitely got a whinge on. What's your problem, you moody bugger? Eh? Perhaps that's just the last vestiges of testosterone leaving, perhaps. I don't know. I don't know what his issue is. Right. It is. What is it? Ooh, it's cup of tea time. Got a wet ass. I got a wet ass. I don't like it.